What was your day like? My day was great. I started in the office, and an existing client brought his mother to me for a trust consult. Then at 2 o'clock, I had guardianship here. And then office work and phone calls and emails and replying and written work, a client consult. I just did a video where I said I try not to meet with the adult parent and an adult child if we're going to do an estate plan. And that's true, mostly true. I try not to. Well, it's actually true. I try not to do that. However, in this instance, I was aware going into the consult that there are 2 children and that the distribution plan will be 50-50. So I was not concerned about someone being disinherited or someone, using undue influence or coercion or stress or pressure to influence the trust maker. It was a nice conversation about the pros and cons, if there are any cons to a trust, and a discussion of how to implement the trust and what assets may be able to go into the trust. But there was no concern on my part that we were going to try to excise someone from the will, remove someone from the estate plan. Even Steven, all fair and square, 50-50 with 2 children. And then some different items for grandchildren and some thoughts about the burial and funeral arrangements and something with what to do with the property that the person owns. So this is all at the direction of the trust maker, what and how the assets would go and where at the appropriate future. It was a great day. Great. What's in a name? What's in a name? I had clients today, and we were discussing what they were going to name their trust. In this instance, it happens to be a revocable living trust, one of broadly 2 categories, right? Irrevocable or revocable. This one happens to be a revocable living trust. I'm going to use the name Jones. Should it be John and Jane Jones Trust, John and Jane Irrevocable Trust? No. This was a revocable. John and Jane Revocable Trust, John and Jane Jones Revocable Living Trust, or the Jones Family Trust, or the Jones Family Revocable Trust. What should it be? Well, it can be anything. It can be any name you want. It could be, I almost stumped myself because because the world of possibilities is so great. It could be anything. It could be the Jones Family Trust, the Jones Protective Family Trust, the Brown Table Trust, Clifford the Big Red Dog Trust. I heard that at a seminar once, and it was a lawyer that said it. It really can be any name. The name itself, just like a corporation, ABC Corp or 123 Corp or Marvel Incorporated, whatever name you might choose to use. The persons involved, the husband and wife, John and Jane Jones, will be the trustees of their own revocable living trust. And the name, once you name it, it has to say that name, stay that name, but the initial name doesn't have any greater weight, has no further force or impact, doesn't add any benefit or doesn't add any detriment. It's just a name, and once you have that name, you can use it. So I think we're going to go with the Jones Family Trust, but the debate is between the John and Jane Jones Family Trust. I think that's what we're going to go with. What name would you like? We can talk about it.